So I was just saying, you can subscribe to all of the posts. Now you don't need to subscribe to all of the discussion, like the discussion boards for each week, because you might get a lot of emails. I do, but obviously that's for different reasons. However, make sure that you're subscribed to your post and maybe the ones that you respond to. That way you can kind of keep a tab on them and make sure to follow up to any questions or comments that require it. So each week you'll be given one discussion board post. Like I said, on Thursdays, your initial post will be due. Sundays, your response post will be due. Each week we have two options. This is for module one. As you can see, like option one is a more technical option, and option two is more of a theoretical option. If you have questions about what to include, make sure to watch that video from the supplemental videos, or email me, or use the general questions discussion forum. So you will see that there are 8 of those, one for each week. They really are a good tool. I've seen a lot of students that were having a hard time with the material, but once they went through the discussion posts and saw other posts or responses and were able to ask questions, it really is a good tool. It kind of puts some of the concepts that we cover into scenarios either that you come up with that you could imagine in real world, or just into some kind of context that makes it more tangible than just doing homework. So like I said, there's the getting started thread and the general questions thread. I recommend everybody subscribe to the general questions thread. You just click on this subscribed link and it'll give you, here, I'll go ahead and unsubscribe so I can show you what it looks like. It'll give you some options. You can either get notifications in the mini bar, instant notifications, or include in summary. I personally get instant so that I can follow up as soon as possible, but it's a great way to get answers to questions you might have, or even more information on a question you didn't know you had. So that's it for the discussions. Go back. And then again, under your course, you'll have your grades. Obviously, I don't have any grades to show you, but this is where you will go to see your feedback and any, first of all, obviously your grade, but second of all, I will leave feedback for your discussion posts and for your Mystatlab homework. I will leave feedback with like little tips for all the problems you missed or weren't able to attempt, unless you didn't complete the assignment at all. And then in case you'll have to wait till you complete it to get the feedback. But the feedback is great because you can submit all of your Mystatlab assignments past the due date. The due dates are on Sunday of each week. If you did not do well or if you ran out of time, that's fine. You can submit them late. There's only a very small 10% point penalty. Now, that means that you can potentially get a 90% on assignments even after the due date, which I think is a great way, one, to improve your grade. Like let's say you struggled one week and you just didn't do very well. You can improve your grade using the tips and feedback I give you. It also helps you prepare for the final exam. So if you're struggling or you didn't have a good week, I highly recommend checking the feedback I left and going back and working on it if it makes sense for your points and whatnot. All right, so that's that. I'm going to show you guys one more thing. We're going to go back to the learning modules. I would like to show you guys what the Mystatlab stuff looks like. So to show you that, I'm actually going to switch over to my current class only because none of the assignments are active yet in our class. So just, I'm switching over. So we're going to go to Mystatlab. The links are all the same. And I'm going to scroll down. You can do a couple places. You can go to, I'll go to all assignments just because that's typically where I would click on. Here you'll see there's everything. You'll see them released or assigned as the course goes on. So what you'll probably see that first week is either 1 or 2 of the assignments. You'll see the Mystatlab overview, which is just kind of a little exercise to acquaint yourself with Mystatlab, and then you'll see the very first assignment, this module 1 problem set. That's going to be what's due first, and then you might see that module 2. Again, this is where you go when you click on all assignments. If you were to go to the course home, for example, you would see this window. So this is the course home for your Mystatlab. You're going to see a calendar, you're going to see announcements, and then you're going to see what to work on next. So it'll show you the thing, and you can always click on view all assignments here. Just really quick, I'm going to go in and just show you. This is just some stuff that was played around with in my last class. I'm just going to show you something really quick just so that you can see what it looks like when you go into the problems. It says that review stuff because it's an old problem. This is what your problems are going to look like. You can see the problem number up here. If you drop down, it'll show you all the problems and you can click on them, or you can just click the next button. The one thing I really want to point out here is question help. There's going to be something called help me solve this. It'll kind of walk through how to solve it, but be aware if it does that with you and it has you fill in the blanks and shows you how to solve it, when you're done with that tool, it'll go back and give you another problem to do on your own. It won't answer it for you, if that makes sense. There's a link for view an example. This will kind of go through step by step an example. It's a pretty good tool as well. Here's that StatCrunch link I mentioned earlier. There's tech help. So some people just have some technical issues. They're not having a problem with the homework itself, but technical issues. Connect to a tutor. Print. So print allows you to print out either the entire assignment or just one problem. Let's say you want to work on it or look into stuff, but you don't have access to the internet. You can print them out. One link that's missing here that should be here is called Ask My Instructor. I'll have to find out why it's not in there. It will be in there. If you do not see it in our class, let me know immediately. If you click on Ask My Instructor, it will create an email with a link to your problem, specifically with your numbers and what work you've done or what you filled in, and it'll send it to me. I highly recommend, if you have homework questions, use that link. Do not email me directly. Well, I mean, you can email me directly, but it's great to use that Ask My Instructor link because then I can give you better help more quickly. Let me know what you've tried. Let me know what part you're having a problem on. Don't just email, I can't do number 9. I need more information, and that Ask My Instructor link is a great way to provide it. So that's it for the homework to show you. Again, you'll have all these. This is also where you will do your final exam. So if you have any questions about StatCrunch or Brightspace or where to find stuff, let me know. I hope this was helpful. And I'm definitely looking forward to having you all in class.